if a person had a bad mirror, or let me say, oh, there's some, I don't know how to put this because still respect our parents,
Yeah.
but there are some characters that we may have found in our parents that we're like, am I the only one?
You're not the only one. You're
Because
not the only one. And there are sometimes that you sit and then you see some of the characters of your parent and you're like, no, 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 I'm not gonna, I'm not going to adapt to these and
mm,
stuff like that. And it's, I think those things are actually bound to happen. Or you
mm,
can choose the kind of things to adopt.
mm.
Yeah, you can sit and reflect. Does this value, or does this moral, does this character align with where I'm going?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. My name is Temidayo, Divine Temidayo, and I am your host for the Priceless Conversation. And here with me is a very beautiful and very adorable, very intelligent and very intellectual guest of ours, the first female guest for the Priceless Conversation, and her name is Sister Oluwaleyimu Ololade Precious. What can you introduce yourself?
Good day, everyone. My name is Oluwaleyimu Ololade Precious, a 500 level student of soil science and land management from the prestigious Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta.
Yes.
Nice.
So our theme for the month of June
Yeah.
is decision, character and decision
Decision
making,
making.
ethics, pressure and temptation, doing what is right even when it costs. So I really want to ask you, what is character? What is character building like, and what is the face like?
Okay. For me, character is who you are when no one is watching. Character is who you are when there is no where there will be no upload.
Mm,
Character is who you are even in your private corners,
mm,
and not just in the public, or where there will be appraisal, or there will be applaud, or there will be accolades. It is who you are when there is no prize attached to it, or who you are when there is no, well, maybe what you're looking up to get. So
mm,
yeah, and character is not, most people, they take character for reputation.
mm,
Character is different from reputation. Character is who you are, who people see that you are, and reputation is what they perceive of you.
mm. So are we saying reputation is built through character?
Yes, it
Mm,
is
that's deep.
character.
So
Yeah.
what's ethics and what's morals? Because that's what came to my mind right
Well,
now.
ethics and morals go hand in hand.
Okay.
Your value system, your belief system, your values, the things that you believe in, and the things that you stand for
Mm,
through time, through season, through every aspect, or through every phase of your life.
mm, mm. Wow, that's solid. So how does one get to that point where you actually have built character?
Okay, I thank God that you said build character, because most people actually think everyone is born with character, or they
Mm,
see you and, oh wow, this person is patient. They think and they believe that this was how this person was actually born. Right, so I believe no one is born with a strong character, or maybe a weak character. We can be born with tendencies, with traits, and with temperament, but character is built over time through
mm,
consistency, through experiences with people, through your journey, through discipline.
mm.
Yeah.
So one thing I know that sticks to a man more than his clothes is the kind of upbringing he had, kind of
Yeah.
environment he grew up in,
Mm.
the kind of mirrors he had, his
Of
early
course.
mirrors
Yeah.
growing up early. If a person had a bad mirror, or let me say, oh, there's some, I don't know how to put this because still respect our parents,
Yeah.
but there are some characters that we may have found in our parents that we're like, am I the only one?
You're not the only one. You're not the only
Because
one. There are sometimes that you sit and then you see some of the characters of your parent and you're like, no, 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 I'm not gonna, I'm not going to adapt to these and
mm,
stuff like that. And it's, I think those things are actually bound to happen, but you
mm,
can choose the kind of things to adopt.
mm,
Yeah, you can sit and reflect. Does this value, or does this moral, does this character align with where I'm going?
mm,
Does it align with my journey? Does
mm,
it align with the kind of environment that I want to expose, that I want to venture in? Does it align with my purpose?
mm,
So you can't determine the way people react to you. You can't determine the way your parents are,
mm-hmm.
but you can determine how you respond to it.
Yeah.
You can determine how you let it sink in
Mm,
to your soul.
mm,
Yeah, so,
that's so true.
mm,
That's so true. Um, So how does one get to, because that's self-awareness,
of course it
knowing
is.
that, oh, this is what I should do, this is what my journey looks like, and this is the
Mm,
kind of characters that I should have for
yeah,
this journey.
of
How
course.
does one get so self-aware to that point?
Hmm. How you get so aware to the point that you realize that, okay, I think this is what I want to adapt to myself. This is what I
Mm,
want to adopt. This is what I want to give myself to. I think it starts with you finding your identity, you
mm,
finding who you are. Because if you have a definition of yourself, automatically you will be able to define the characters, the characteristics, the properties, and whatever it is you want to attach to yourself. So it
mm,
starts from you identifying yourself, you knowing who you are, what
mm-hmm,
your purpose, what aligns with the purpose.
mm,
So once you get your purpose, automatically you know the things that are attached to that purpose.
mm,
So you'll be able to determine whatever it is you allow in, whatever character people are exhibiting to you, you'll be able to sieve, "Oh, this is what aligns with my purpose, this is what aligns with my journey where I'm going,
mm,
and this is what does not."
mm.
So when you realize your identity, when you realize yourself and your purpose, you'll be able to shift and to sieve and to sift whatever it is.
So we can as well say that purpose is even birthed from self-identity.
Of course it
You can't
is.
thrive in purpose if you are not, if you've not known yourself
Yes,
well
yes.
enough. Anyways, I just want to say shout out to our parents. We are not, please, oh, we are not.
Respect to you.
So shout out to them. Oh,
Shout out to you,
we love, we
parents.
love,
We
we love
love
you.
you.
Honestly, we do. But there are just
Let's
sometimes
do
that
the love sign. We love, we love
I was
you.
still thinking about it yesterday. That,
Yeah.
oh, I think they are. My parents are very amazing people,
Mm.
but there are some peculiarities that I think God wants me to have. Some peculiar characters that God wants me to have, and not necessarily because, even to be very honest, even
Mm.
our parents are humans. After
Of
all, it's
course.
their first time
Be-
parenting. It's their first time parenting. Honestly,
yeah.
it was when I started growing up and I started to,
Mm.
okay. It's their first time parenting. To be very honest,
Uh, and I think before we even judge, maybe we should become
in
a
their
parent.
shoes.
Yes,
I
before
was
we
about to
say,
say that.
"Oh, my parent did this, my
Yes,
parent did
I
that."
was about to
There
say
are
that.
sometimes that if you don't really find yourself, if you've not found yourself in that kind
Some
of shoe,
situations,
you
yeah.
tend to point, yes,
Fingers.
you tend to point fingers
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "This person should have done this. This person should have done this. This is
Mm-hmm.
how you should have reacted." But when you finally find yourself in that kind of scenario, you
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was still thinking about it today. I don't know if you know. There's this interview by Daniel Walla and
okay.
um I forgot, is it Hot Seat or something?
Oh.
When he was saying something, and then I was having this discussion with somebody that
Mm-hmm.
I respect so much,
Yeah.
and he was saying, oh, if it was in this case, this thing, that thing.
This was
And in my
happening.
head I was thinking, not even in my head at that moment, I was thinking about it later on today,
Mm.
that would he have actually said it, because he was under pressure, he was already on the hot seat, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he definitely would have most likely had a different take to that.
Yeah, of
Anyways,
course.
that's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so moving on to pressure and temptation.
Okay.
How does one stay ahead? I know, yes, when you found yourself this thing, that thing, that thing, but then there are still some cases that, how don't you, how would you keep yourself from not compromising in situations?
How do you control yourself from
Not
from not
compromising.
compromising? Well, I think you don't have to get to the point, to that situation,
Mm,
before you decide that, okay, these are what I don't want to compromise with. It actually starts it actually starts in the private
Mm,
before the public image, before the public
mm,
stage and all of that. So define your values now,
mm,
define your belief system now,
mm,
define your morals now, define your ethics now. So
mm,
when you get to that position where it seems as if I think I have to compromise, because you have solidified your morals, your
mm,
ethics and your characters, whatever it is, you
mm,
will not be shaken
mm,
or be shook.
mm,
You permit that with whatever it is that wants to come. So it
mm.
starts with you building whatever it is now
Yeah.
before
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Private decisions, public
Yeah.
impact. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to discipline. I don't know why it just came to my mind. Discipline.
Mm.
Um, do you think discipline is built over time?
Yes.
Mm.
I
You want to
believe
share
I
how?
believe so. I believe it is built over time because it is not something that just happens and I wake up in the morning and then I'm really disciplined. It
Mm.
takes consistency. It takes you staying true to it time and again.
Mm.
So the more you are consistent with whatever it is you want to be disciplined with or in, the more you
Mm.
are disciplined with it. I don't think
Mm.
there is another way to be more disciplined than being disciplined.
Mm. Mm.
So you become disciplined by you staying true to whatever it is you want
Mm.
to, yeah, or by being consistent.
Yeah.
And trust me, you will not always find joy or delight in whatever it is you want to do.
Mm.
There are some times that it gets boring, and I've grown to learn and to grow to have this mindset that growth sorry yeah no boredom is the birthplace of success. So sometimes growth is boring, discipline is boring, but the more you stay in it, the more you find your success, the more you find
Mm.
the interest to
Mm.
stay there. That people are even like, "Ah, you are reading books, these things are actually boring. You are giving yourself to some certain aspect of knowledge, some you're watching podcast and then it seems as though it is boring, but you are accumulating
Mm-hmm.
knowledge to yourself, you are adding value to your belief
Definitely.
system, that when you have conversations with people they are amazed and stunned, what kind of knowledge is this? But
Mm-hmm.
because of the discipline, the consistency
Mm.
and everything and the resilience as well that
Mm.
you've put into your journey throughout
Yeah,
those times.
I think even when you start to have conversations with people,
Yeah,
you yourself you won't even know. It's just like it's coming from a source
of
because you have
course.
imputed it to yourself, so
Mm-hmm.
it's able to freely come out from you
Yeah, yeah.
because you have spent time with it. I
Mm.
just remembered something about Atomic Habits when he said
Oh.
something about doing it every day,
Mm.
not as routine, but to actually become it
Mm.
because you're actually becoming it in the long run.
Mm.
I don't know if I meant to share this, but I went off social media for like 4 months,
Okay.
and when I first started that day, I was thinking,
What's going
shimole,
on?
shekini, right? Can I do this thing? But to be very honest, I'm even thinking of even deleting them again now. Be
Wow.
very honest, because now I've now gotten used to. I've built a life around without it.
Without it.
Exactly, where my life being around social
Mm.
media, I always have to be on. I always,
Mm.
yeah.
And I think one thing I want to draw from that is the difference between interest and commitment. There's
Mm.
actually a big difference between it. You being interested in something and you be committed to it. Because sometimes interest has to do with your feelings and it has to do with your mood as well. And it is not every time you will feel like doing something.
Yeah,
But when you've gotten the realization, the awareness, the consciousness, and the mindset that
the
this,
consciousness.
yes, this is what I am committed to.
Mm.
Come rain, come shine, come moodiness,
Mm-hmm.
pouriness, or whatever it is, you will stay true to it.
Mm.
And you that way you've actually taught your brain that this is what I'm giving
Mm.
myself to. So even when you don't want to do it, your brain tells you to do it because
Mm.
you've built
Mm.
commitment to it. But when it is only interest, feelings fade, mood
Mm.
fades. So
I
yeah,
think consciousness is a very big
it
word,
is.
actually, and it's very key because even in your journey of finding yourself, you have to be conscious of the fact that you're
Mm,
even finding yourself.
mm,
Even in the journey of knowing your purpose, you have to be conscious of your purpose that you have already known,
mm,
because really that is even when you find yourself in hard hard places or decisions that are hard to make,
mm-hmm.
you are conscious of the fact that no, in
This
the
is
long
it.
run this
Mm,
thing would it will be detrimental to my growth, right?
mm.
Consciousness is very key. It's
And I think
very, very, very
consciousness
key.
is it actually gives life. and
Mm.
pathways to things, that even when you are not, should I say, you are not really, your heart is not really there, but the consciousness will actually pave ways and also tell you this is what you should do, and it gives life and meaning to whatever it is you're
Yeah.
committed to.
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true.
Mm.
Consciousness is even in the Christian world,
Of
self
course
consciousness is
it
a
is.
very big thing. To be very honest.
Mm.
Um, public, private decisions,
Mm.
public impact. I find it sometimes I question things like why are people going for positions that they are going for?
Mm.
Because then I'm thinking, why you going for this position when you you don't have um you don't know what that position holds in the first place,
Okay.
right? I I don't want to go deep into it, but there was a particular time that I was opportune to be in a place, and these people were trying to vie for a position, and then these people were speaking and giving they were being asked questions about the position,
Mm.
and the answer one gave to it wasn't didn't carry weight.
Mm.
And I started to think, oh, what does this person now want to pour from? Because your cup is empty.
Mm.
So then how can you lead people with empty
Empty
cup?
cups.
There's
Mm.
something to even pour into
Mm.
other people's cup or something. Why do or oh God, I've forgotten the question I wanted to ask. Holy Spirit. Of purpose now,
Mm.
for instance, and you know that you are going for positions, how then do you impact yourself? Because then you can't lead people when you are not even aware of what the position holds
Entails.
in the
Mm.
first place. So how then do you build capacity for a position?
Okay, how to build capacity for a position? It is actually in different ways. But I would start by saying you can seek counsel from
Mm.
people that are there already.
Oh, I can tell,
You
yeah.
can seek counsel. Oh, I want to venture. I want to do this thing. I want to venture into this kind of thing. What does it take? How can I build myself how can I build myself to be capable for this
Mm.
kind of position? And I think you not being focused on what people are doing as well.
Mm.
You not being focused on other people's races. Because if you focus on other people's races, you will lose your lane. So
Mm.
when you stay in your lane, you're not focused on, oh, what this person is doing. I think that is actually enough. Seeking counsel, you not being focused on what people are doing, peer pressure. I think that's where pressure comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
trying to fit in.
Mm.
So I would say seek counsel. Don't focus on other people's races, focus on yours. So in that, wisdom comes through the counsel, wisdom comes, knowledge comes on how to maneuver your way through it, on how to navigate your way through it. So
Mm. I think even them going for positions that they are not even aware of, it's just them wanting to fit in. They've
yeah.
not found themselves fully yet.
Of course.
That's so true. So what advice would you give someone that is struggling between right and easy?
Okay, for someone struggling between what is right and what is easy, is to actually define whatever it is you're doing. Define it after purpose. If you define what you're doing, if you give it a definition, automatically you will know either it is right or it is easy.
Mm.
Because it is not everything that will be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes easy. Actually, growth does not come easy, success does not come easy, achievement does not come easy. But the pathway, the process to it is actually right, is the
Mm.
right thing to do. So everything will not be convenient.
Mm.
You waking up at night to read, to study, to give yourself to some certain wisdom and certain knowledge and understanding is actually not easy. It is not convenient, but it is the right thing
To
to
do.
do.
Mm.
So if you have defined whatever it is you want to do, you'll be able to choose. If you'll be able to know that, okay, I think I want to focus on things that are right, not things that are easy. Because good things are not achieved in the place of
Easiness. Yeah.
convenience, of easiness. It actually comes in the place of you choosing to do the right thing per time and per season,
Mm-hmm.
even when it is not easy, even when it
Mm-hmm.
is inconvenient for you.
Mm. Mm. It comes with
It
sacrifice.
comes with sacrifice, it comes with a
Mm.
cost, it comes with a price.
And it
So,
comes with you even knowing what you even want to do.
well, yeah, and
Yeah.
that is the defining what you want to do.
Mm. So, how would you like to be remembered for in character?
Whew, that question. I would love to be remembered as someone who is humble.
Mm,
I would really love to be remembered as someone who is humble. I would love to be, I can go on, right?
yes, you
Yeah.
can.
I don't know if this is a character, but I would love to be remembered as someone who is purposeful.
Mm.
I would love to be remembered as that. So,
What does working in purpose look like?
hmm. Working in purpose is not easy. It does not look easy, it does not seem easy, but it is always the right thing to do, because that is where you find your authenticity. That is where you find your importance. That is where you find your achievement, your success, or whatever
Mm,
it is you want to achieve. So purpose looks like to me like impacting others, impacting the lives of people, and I think that is where joy actually comes from. When you know that you are able to put a smile on someone's face, you're able to provide solution to whatever it is, to whatever problem the person has, it brings joy
mm,
to your heart. It brings gladness to your heart that okay, I think I'm impacting the lives of people.
mm,
I'm not just living life alone. I'm impacting knowledge, I'm impacting virtue to their lives, and bringing comfort or convenience to whatever problem that they have.
mm. So, your closing word, one word, define character. Character is
Character is Miwa.
okay. Okay.
Yes, ma.
Yeah, it's the bedrock of your formation,
Mm.
right? We are so privileged to have
I'm
you.
privileged as
Yeah,
well.
I personally am because I've learned a lot. Most importantly, I've learned raising up my standard against the world standard,
Yep.
knowing what I want and going for it.
Yep.
Ah, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So, on this note, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, comment, share to your friends, and make sure that you say what you learned as well. We love you.
Okay.
Bye.